All right, we're back. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this second half. It actually wasn't internet trouble today. We're having a really violent windstorm happening, damaging winds, and it was almost inevitable that the power was going to go out because my internet is on a cable system, same as the television providers, because that, I guess, runs by electricity, even though I have my router plugged into a battery backup with the computer. It's not enough to hold it. But thank you, everybody, for coming back in. Whenever we lose a stream due to internet or power or anything like that, we'll always restart one time. If we lose it again, we won't come back. But hopefully it'll hold itself together for a little while. But thank you again, everybody, for coming in. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, I will really appreciate it because, of course, when we restart the stream, we start back at zero. If anybody is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then as well, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate those. And if you have the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I will appreciate that greatly as well. So Rock Chick Beauty had dropped a super chat on us, for which I'm very grateful. I appreciate that extra support. And I wanted to put this channel right back up. So 502 subscribers. She actually just did a live stream here talking about thank you for 500 subscribers, which is great to see. I'm always happy to see gratitude. I've been wondering when Rock Chick Beauty would live stream because we know that she has done that many times before. And it was actually probably, I don't know if it was 6 months ago, I'd have to go back and look, when she restarted her channel, but is already halfway to the magical 1K, which is really, really cool. So I hope everybody will connect with this creator. She's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. She does pure variety on her channel, but you can see she puts a lot of work into her presentation, both with her thumbnails as well as her banner, avatar, and she's been at it for a little while. And then, yes, thank you, Prepper for Life, yes. I don't want everybody to have to sit and wonder and wait if Superchat is coming back, so we always do the same thing. If we lose it, we try coming back once. If we make it, that's great. And if we lose it again, then we're just off. Beverly Lee Creates. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Thank you, Wolf Spirit Productions, for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to put your channel up next. I see that Bumby Selby is in the house. This is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. I was actually introduced to her probably 2 years ago. She's been here since Tuber Chat had started, and it's been a little while, but it's great to have her back in the chat. Bumby Selby, if I remember correctly, and I'm sure that I do, was the very first creator to ever come into one of my personal premieres on my personal channel. And these are some of the things. Now, I could be wrong because it's been long enough, so forgive me if I'm mistaken, but I like telling that story because I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Bumby Selby has literally been there that long. And, you know, you wonder to yourself who's still going to be with you a year or two after you start your channel. I see we've got a brand new channel in the chat as well. Another one is here, VR Josie. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you, if it's Josie, not Jossie. But good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So there's quite a few new channels coming in now because we restarted the stream, and then a few that were here before. I did clean the wheel out because we don't know who's going to make it back, but I see Mrs. VSNC09 is here. Call Me Ender is here. They both haven't been up yet, but they are members. And then as well, Facing Reality, thank you for coming back in. Food by Faith, good to have you here. Killhut702, thanks for coming in. Outdoors with Big Mac, good to see you again. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning has made it back in, along with Poly 180 Animation Studios and Popping the Popcorn. S&C fam, good to see you here. spotlesscom is back, the orchestrator of the Saturday raid party. So hopefully everybody will reach out to spotlesscom if you want to take part in that. Stella Mabasa, good to see you here. And let's look at Wolf Spirit Productions right now. They dropped a super chat on us, so you do not have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. In the case of memberships, we put them on the wheel right away. In the case of super chats, we put them on the screen right away. But it is open to everybody, and pretty soon I'm going to add some names from our chat list onto our Wheel of Doom, and then I will spin and we'll look at some more channels. Right now we're looking at Wolf Spirit Productions with 202 subscribers. This is an extremely generous and loyal and dedicated supporter. They've been a friend for a long time. We speak frequently, usually weekly, sometimes more often on Instagram, and I'm happy to talk to anybody at all. I love talking YouTube, but I'm really excited about that extra generosity because Wolf Spirit Productions is willing not only just to ask questions, which I appreciate as well because it gets us both thinking and sometimes brings up things I haven't already seen before, but as well willing to share lessons learned along the way or observations from the YouTube streets, if you want to call it that. And it's really helpful because we can share that information with other creators and then everybody can help each other. So we're all making the best decisions for our videos and our channels, myself included. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. Mr. Bubbus, good to see you in the house. Have I got that right, or is it Mr. Bubbles? Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Naya Holman Moore. Oh, Naina Holman Moore, thank you for being here. And then hopefully you're both feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So let's see what I can do about adding some names to the wheel. Facing Reality, of course, like I said, is always at the top of the list when it comes to engagement in the chat and positivity and motivation. When we look at Wolf Spirit Productions channel, what we find is pure variety. And we talked about this for a quick second in the first half of the live stream, because Wolf Spirit Productions is the daughter of Sparkle's Hope Chest, who we actually looked at earlier, and she's right there on the featured channels collaboration along with some familiar faces. And Wolf Spirit Productions happens to be a truck driver, so they take us on their travels and they show us a lot of things from basically all over North America. But as well, we get a great look behind the scenes at the creator and their home life. Their furry friend Jester has got a series of videos going on right now. There's Jester's house, I'm behind with that, but she's got also a Vlogmas type series happening right now where we look at, and I'm behind on that too, where we look at what Jester's got going on in a special monthly subscription box, which is really interesting to see. I love monthly subscription boxes, but I didn't realize that they had something like this. I'm just going to take the latest one, add it into my Ketchup list. And then, yeah, Rock Chick Beauty, I did have your channel up and we did give you a proper talk about your channel right before we restarted. Whenever I lose the stream due to the internet or a power outage, we'll restart. We have a horrible, violent windstorm happening here and the power went out, but we'll hang on for as long as we can. So spotlesscom is coming up on the wheel. Glorias Platter is there and Popping the Popcorn. And then I will spin. We'll get another channel up here. So like I said, Wolf Spirit Productions brings us pure variety, but hopefully you'll enjoy that when you get there. And we do get a great look at the creator behind the channel and their home life as well as their travels. Like I said, Team Goodman, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Team Goodman is a dynamic couple of creators who are unbelievably supportive as well. So let's look at Glorias Platter. Glorias Platter was actually talking about something specific. I hope she's back here in the chat. I could have been mistaken about that. I'm not sure if she made it back in. So we'll just look at this channel quickly for now. But she's willing to swap playlists. So anybody in the chat here that's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Glorias Platter brings us delicious looking content, and you can imagine I'm happy to see a lot of these food channels now, whether we're talking about healthy eating, healthy living. It doesn't have to be healthy, just food in general. I'm really curious to see all the different things that people are making for themselves, for their families around the world in different places. We're very lucky to have a lot of these channels here in the Tuber Chat family, because what I feel is that we get a really a very realistic look at what people are making. You know, a lot of people will watch a lot of television shows like on Food Network or other television networks like this. There's hundreds of those shows now, and you get a really professional, you know, presentation in most of the shows. I know they have some amateur stuff out there, but when we talk about chefs and things like that, it's interesting. But I like this look because we get to see what people are really making, like I said, in their homes. And, you know, some is pro, some is home cooks, but I really enjoy it. So I hope that you do too. The Stock Explorer's back in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. And this one was just due to a windstorm that we have. We had the power flicker, unfortunately, and my router, I've got everything plugged into battery backups, got the computer tethered to a phone as a backup, but it's just not enough. Electricity we can't beat, right? So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. We'll see who's coming up next. Past Life Explorer, thank you for coming back in. And we should be moving really fast through channels now, so I'll be able to get a lot of channels on the screen. I'd like to get as many as we can today. So Mrs. VSNC09 was a part of the raid party that I was talking about earlier with spotlesscom. Let me just see part of what Wolf Spirit Productions is saying here. I see. Well, Wolf Spirit Productions is talking about that Advent calendar, right? Most of us know what those are when we think about the way Christmas is celebrated. Those chocolates in a calendar type thing. You open a different chocolate every day for 25 days. And what Wolf Spirit Productions has for their pet Jester is a Bark Box subscription, which is a monthly subscription box just for the dog, which is cool. And then that was an added bonus, so I understand that. That's very cool. I'm happy to see that. I'm sure Jester loves it. Getting a treat every day for sure. This is VSNC09 was a part of the raid party that I was talking about. There's spotlesscom right there on their featured channels, along with Tuber Chat and some other familiar faces. And Mrs. VSNC09 right now has 1,460 subscribers or so. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. But they just became monetized recently. So they have their monetization celebration live stream happening tomorrow at noon Eastern. It'll actually be right before Tuber Chat. So I'll definitely be there. I hope everybody can join and congratulate Mrs. VSNC09 for that. And you can reach out to spotlesscom for the raid party. What we're talking about is actually Mrs. VSNC09 was in the lead today. So they have a bunch of creators that put premieres together, and they run one after the other. So we can call it a raid party or a raid train. And the crowd goes from one chat into the next, and everybody gets to share the exposure, which is really, really cool. Derek's Journey's in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, as long as we're still active. We should get around to everybody. Shauna CCC, good to see you in the house as well. Let me see if I can add another couple of names to our wheel before I spin again. And we'll start moving a little bit faster. spotlesscom's taking on other people that want to be involved in next Saturday's raid party. Oh, and then yes, all that Fluff N Stuff. Yes, I know you said you've got the kettle on because it's Sunday morning for you. Yes, it's only Saturday evening. We haven't even had dinner over here yet. But yeah, this is the second half because we have a horrible windstorm and it just knocked our power out for a second. So I had to restart the stream. But if we ever lose it, whether it's due to power or the internet, we will restart one time. That way everybody doesn't have to wait if we lose it a second time. So Let me see what I can do here about adding some names to the wheel. My list is all off because not everybody's going to have made it back from the first half of the stream. Com Natural 247, we're going to look at your channel. I can't remember if we saw that yesterday or if we're going to look at that for the first time today. fnaticguide is here. fnaticguide, I'm going to put you right back onto the wheel because you were there before we leftover KFC is always good. 11:08 p.m. in Nigeria. Thank you, VR. It's interesting because we all of us with our YouTube channels have viewers from around the world. It's really interesting to see all the different places people are watching from. SNC fam, I think, is back in the house, so I'm going to get them onto the wheel. And I'll spin right away, and we'll get another channel up here and see what's happening. And Paprika ASMR, thank you for coming back in. Yeah, we... the tough thing is that when I lose the stream, it's virtually impossible for me to have another stream set and be able to drop the link into the chat. Maybe I can figure out a system for that and set one up that's always in the background or something like that as a backup, but I'm not able to let everybody know. So that's why I keep saying over and over and over again the fact that if we lose a stream, we'll come back one time so that you always know that and you can kind of count on it or bet on it. If we ever have a situation where the internet goes out or the power goes out and doesn't come back on, which is extremely rare where I am, we virtually never have power outages like that. They're only ever flickers. But if we did, then you'd know pretty quick. If we're not back in 15 minutes, we're not back at all. But we'll always be back the next day. Past Life Explorer is hungry now. Yeah, and any thought of KFC? You know what's funny about that place? I don't know how many people eat KFC regularly. There have been times in my life where I have been on a rush. We used to have this thing on Tuesdays where they have a special discounted price on KFC, and I used to go like way too many times every Tuesday for months on end. But typically, I only have it once or twice a year, and I wonder how many people do that. But when my family, when I was younger, we used to order takeout food like once a week as a treat or whatever, and we would always order extra KFC just because I want to eat it the next day. Gingy457, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And DPs Wonderful World is back in the house. Another Canadian has made it back into the second half. So thank you for that. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. Four Corners, Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama. Thank you for another super chat. They've done that several times today. I really do appreciate that. They've done that many, many times before. So thank you for that extra support. Have Cheetah Will View. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Have Cheetah Will View. That's okay. FnaticGuide says you can go over and share some leftover KFC over there if you want. God Soldiers, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And we're looking at Facing Reality. She's always at the head of the list when it comes to engagement in the chat here in Superchat and everywhere she goes. She is always spreading positivity and motivation to other creators. This is somebody who's not afraid to ask questions and not afraid to share lessons learned along the way as well. This is why she's climbing along so nicely. We see her with 786 subscribers right now, getting a little bit closer to 800 will be great. And I'm just going to take your video. I thought I added this into my Ketchup list the other day, but I was mistaken. So I'm just going to take this video. Yeah, because this is... oh, here's your first day. That's what I'm talking about. Here's your first day in the classroom. But this is a different first practical class. So I'm interested to see that. I've added that into my Ketchup list. That will help me stay caught up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And Nurse Leslie, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. We'll be looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. And I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're coming by just to say hello, drop that thumbs up, and all that good stuff. Again, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. spotlesscom is coming up right now. So this is the creator that I keep talking about today because they ran the raid train that went on, and what that means is that we had a lot of creators. I'll look at their community tab because they posted every video here. So they started with Mrs. VSNC09. And you can see how they said, come on in, and then after, come and join. So what they were doing is each one of these creators lined up their premieres to be one after the other, including Modest Moongazer. This is Latanya Vet. This Princess Beyond Passions and Faye Blatcher, along with spotlesscom. And they all lined up their premieres one after the other, or live streams, so that what they could do is bounce their crowd from in one to the next, to the next, to the next. It's a really cool thing because each creator then gets some extra exposure from each other's audience. So, we had a lot of creators with 20 or 30 in the chat at a lot of times, and it's a lot of fun to hang out with everybody and see what everybody's up to. So you can reach out to spotlesscom for that every Saturday. On their channel, what you're going to find is live streams or premieres almost every single day. They mix up the visuals and audio, so they give us pleasing things to see and listen to for the purpose of relaxing or meditation or whatever you use a channel like this for. They're extremely supportive. They support TuberChat in some way every single day. I try to do the same for them. And as well, they are extremely supportive to other creators. When you bounce in between premieres and live streams yourself, you'll find spotlesscom in a lot of live chat supporting other creators. So I hope you'll reach out to them for the Saturday raid party, and then as well connect with them because they're such an unbelievably supportive creator as well. So fnaticguide is coming up right now, and if anybody's mentioned anything in the chat that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That'll help me see it a little bit easier, and I will catch it the next time around. I'll get some more names onto the wheel right now, as a matter of fact, also. And fnaticguide is an extremely supportive creator. So this is another creator that supports on all of my channels. They always engage conversation here in TuberChat, and then as well everywhere that they go. But they premiere videos almost every single day. I'm way behind with you, so forgive me for that. But I'm going to take this longest one, and I'm going to add this into my Ketchup list so that I can get caught up with you. My work weeks are starting to now just barely calm down, and after Christmas I'll be much more available on YouTube every day for several months. So hopefully I'll get back to seeing fnaticguide almost every day. Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream is here. So I'm just going to get them onto the wheel. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder actually has 3 channels. We'll look at all 3 of those. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is here. I don't think we looked at Sam's Vlogs Trains and More in the last stream, did we? I don't think so. fnaticguide has 2,540 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Now, primarily what you find on this channel is gameplay videos, and they premiere, like I said, almost every single day. As you can see, they play a variety of different games, but all very popular, things we'll all probably recognize. And then there's more to this channel than gaming, though, as well, because we see some wild success that's been had on a few of their videos that are more like how-to, helpful tutorial type videos. And we see many videos over 10,000, one at almost 20, one approaching 30, approaching 40, approaching 70. And this video we watched go from in what I believe was the 50s to the 60s to the 70s, and now over 80,000 views and still climbing. This video is from 3 years ago. Interesting. So fnaticguide definitely is onto something there. I hope everybody will connect with them. Like I said, they happen to be an extremely supportive creator as well. So I hope you'll enjoy the kind of support that comes back from this creator when you connect with them. If anybody has the ability to give a thumbs up, I will appreciate that. Because we restarted the stream, we start again from 0, so I know everybody's got to do it twice, or I'm asking for that, but I will appreciate it for sure. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. So Popping the Popcorn has 124 subscribers right now. They actually were live streaming last night again. We went and visited them after TuberChat. Katie does movie reviews on her channel more than anything else, along with some StreamYard panels. And what this is actually pure opinion. And I say that often. Thank you, Derek's Journey, for the super chat. We're going to look at your channel next, by the way. And VR just started their channel last month. Very cool. So hopefully we'll get a chance to see that. Back Alley Stock Picks. Thank you for the coffee. I appreciate that. I might take some of your advice, and I might have unlimited coffee with some of those dividend stocks, as a matter of fact. But thank you for that. We'll look at Back Alley Stock Picks right after Derek's Journey. What I talk about when I say that this is pure opinion on this channel is because sometimes you will see things like product reviews or different reviews of different types. Myself personally, I do a lot of product reviews, but they are not so much opinionated as a simple like, hey, I've got this thing, let me show it to you, show you what you can expect, and that's about it. I really don't slam anybody. I really don't go too positive about it and things like that. When we talk about popping the popcorn, this is a creator who gives you her personal opinion on the films that she has seen, and therefore you get an idea of what to expect from her opinion on when, if I'm saying this right, when you think about the idea that you might want to see some of the films that she's talking about. Or if you've already seen them, it's interesting just to discuss the different points of view, right? And Popping the Popcorn is also willing to take requests. If there's videos or films that you would like to have reviewed, she'll give you her opinion on those as well, which is really, really cool. All that fluff and stuff. Look at that, fnaticguide. Thank you for that, because all that fluff and stuff just bought us some KFC. Thank you for that. All that fluff and stuff. I will definitely do that. Kristen and Kira will be excited. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. I will make sure that we get some KFC happening. And we'll look at all that Fluff and Stuff's channel in another couple of moments here. So this is Katie. I hope everybody will connect with her. 124 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. And Be the Difference Clothing. Good to see you in the house. That's a very much loved and well-respected creator in both the small YouTuber community and here in Tuber Chat. So I hope you'll connect with them. Team Goodman always says they will be here till the end. They always are. They are extremely supportive creators. I hope you'll connect with them. Right now we're going to look at a very motivational creator. Derek's Journey is constantly trying to inspire and motivate us with fitness more than anything else. I noticed that their latest video is a review of an energy drink, which is interesting because I drink way too many of those things. Fully monetized. There's lots of ways to support Derek's Journey when you get here, including super chats and memberships. You see a lot of featured channels on their front page, which is nice to see because they are, promoting other channels so much. Now they're stepping it up with the videos. 5 days ago, 17 hours ago. So this is the brand new one. I saw that thumbnail come through today. So I'm going to take this video and add it into my Ketchup list so that I can get caught up with that and keep up with your content a little bit. But you'll see these steps challenge videos and a lot of other fitness. You can tell just from the banner and the avatar here that this is a fitness focused and health focused channel. But we also get a great look at the creator and their home and family life behind the channel, which I'm happy to see as well. So it's great to see an inspiring and motivating creator, always spreading positivity and motivation on YouTube through their channel. So I'm happy they're using their powers for good. And like I said, I really enjoy the behind the scenes look at the creator and their family life that we get to see. And again, fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when you get there. So thank you for your super chat, Derek's Journey. He's done that many, many times before, and I really do appreciate that extra support. Back Alley Stock Picks is coming up right now. So I've talked about some of these financial channels, and I actually had cross paths with Back Alley Stock Picks. Now I'm not certain if they come to us from the Stock Explorer or from Commander Vlogs, but there was a panel that they were all doing together on Commander Vlogs the other day. That was fun because they all do a great job of keeping up with the chat. Back Alley Stock Picks is definitely willing to give their opinion when it comes to the stocks that they talk about. Now, he happens to be a truck driver as well, but is just giving the tips that he's coming across so that everybody can benefit when we talk about stocks and dividends and things like this. So I'm hoping that we can all draw a little bit of education from channels like this, because when we think about monetization, which, by the way, Mrs. VSNC09 has a monetization celebration tomorrow, and Hilda DC just celebrated on Thursday, as a matter of fact. But when we think about the income that's going to follow from being monetized, it'd be wonderful if we could maximize the impact of our finances, right? Whether we're talking about life's basic wants and needs, once those are covered, it'd be nice to really maximize the impact that we get from our income. So I'm relying on channels like this, Back Alley Stock Picks, the Stock Explorer, and others like them to help us not only budget and save money, but then talk about what to do when it comes to investing as well. Even if you're not somebody who's going to invest in the stock market itself, they talk also about crypto. I'm sure we're going to get into NFT talk pretty soon, and among other things as well. But it's always a great idea to grab as much information as we can so that you can make the right decisions for wherever you're going to put your finances, of course, right? So Back Alley Stock Picks, I really appreciate the fact that they, when I had asked a question in the panel the other day, they actually came back to my channel to make sure that they had responded to my question and made sure that I knew that, which is really cool. I really appreciate that. So I'm looking forward to more from them. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you for being here and all that fluff and stuff. Thank you for the KFC. I really do appreciate that. Inspired by fnaticguide, of course. And all that fluff and stuff has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. They're actually just enjoying some, what I'm assuming is coffee for Sunday morning. And 778 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and we will get them rolling towards 800. We see a lot of outdoor footage here, particularly with reef fishing and snorkeling and things of that nature. You always, we always see creators drawn to any thumbnails that include a lot of blue water, right? But all that fluff and stuff is an unbelievably supportive creator as well. And I didn't mention that. So Back Alley Stock Picks happens to be Canadian as well. So it's nice that we got a few Canadians in the house. And like I said, with all of our channels, we're lucky to have people from all over the world in our communities. Oh, Diddle's Paranormal and Explorations, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And everyone from Australia, yes. And yes, hopefully everybody in the chat is doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. If you're willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then everybody can, anybody that wants to can reach out to me anytime on Instagram. I try to be attentive of it in case especially anything's up in the chat. But I always love talking YouTube. It doesn't have to be questions. It can be if there's something that you think I can help with. But I'm also very happy when I see creators sharing lessons learned along the way or different things you see, both positive or negative, in the YouTube streets so that we can share information between everybody and help everybody with both their videos and their channels. And let's look at Call Me Ender. So this is a creator who just crossed 500 subscribers. So they got 510 now, so they got it nice and locked in. And thank you again, all that fluff and stuff. And yes, to everybody from Australia, of course. And Call Me Ender right now has their 500 locked in. They've got that community tab unlocked, which we're all happy to see for all creators now over 500. Pardon me for... Okay, pardon me for that. Actually, that's it's not horrifying, but Kristen just let me know this windstorm that we've got here, a tree fell over right onto somebody's car. So it was probably parked. I don't think anybody's in it or anything like that. But really, yeah, horrifying in its own way, right? So hopefully we're not going to experience too much more of that. And hopefully our internet will hang on for another little while. So Call Me Ender happens to be an extremely supportive creator. They always engage conversation here in the chat. They are extremely supportive. They support on all of my channels. As a matter of fact, they bring fun with them everywhere that they go. And this is another creator who, when they first found Superchat, which was many, many months ago now, they were right away supporting a lot of different creators instantly, which was great. Now, what you find on this channel more than anything is Dead by Daylight gameplay, but they do a little bit of other variety, particularly with live streams, and sometimes with a StreamYard panel and things like that, which is really cool. Yeah, not our, wasn't our car, it would just be a parked car the way our parking lot is. It's not anybody hurt or anything like that, but it's unfortunate for anybody, of course. Hopefully they're insured and everything. We got really strict laws in Canada. You must be insured, so we don't have a lot of people that end up in trouble not having that. It's unfortunate still, but my goodness, is it ever a violent storm we got going on. So I'm going to look for another couple of names we can add to our wheel. And yeah, hopefully everybody will be all right. But they have, we also have good systems when it comes to like radio, television, and other things for getting people notified when there is extreme weather situations, stuff like that. And then, oh, that's very weird. Diana Brienne Fairchild. Yeah, there's been a few glitches over the last couple of weeks with YouTube. Not sure what's up with that. God Shoulders uses StreamYard. I happen to be using Streamlabs desktop now. They've changed the name, right? Streamlabs, and I'm going through Restream. Not that I think that that's helping any, but I happen to be using that system. TMI Santiago, good to see you in the house. Venom for Life, good to have you here. That's a longtime friend of TuberChat. And I have, I used to use StreamYard when we started TuberChat for the first, I forget how many episodes. And we switched to Streamlabs for a while after. Or since then. So, I am looking for channels to add to the wheel. Is Princess Beyond Passions in here? Princess Beyond Passions, and then how do I highlight names? So what happens is I have this robot here called Botissimo, and you have seen this in the chat because it leaves messages like Nightbot, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, and all that stuff, right? But it also, in the background, does a great job of keeping track, not only how long everybody's here, but how active everybody is. And it makes this list for me with this arbitrary point number. So you see Facing Reality's always at the top with Scratch and PPA, Hilda DC's up there, spotlesscom, Poppin' the Popcorn. A lot of these channels we've already seen. So when I need names for the wheel, when I get down to about 5 or 6 names, I look over at the list and then I add them from there in some kind of an order. Let's spin, actually, and we'll get another channel up here, and then I'll add another couple of of names. Yes, Prepper for Life will catch up with everybody. Thank you, the Stock Explorer, for letting us run. The playlist that I used for myself to stay caught up with channels was, I had called it Catch Up, and then our dear friend, Ghostly Winds, who's been a long time friend of TuberChat, had me rename it to Ketchup. So that's my Ketchup list now, so that I can stay caught up with everybody's channels. But it's a little bit of fun, like our Wheel of Doom that was named by our old friend Mr. Naz. And Samsog's Trains and More is up here right now. So 1,380 subscribers for this creator right now. They are closing in on monetization at last check. Sam needed less than 500 hours, I believe. So he'll be willing to swap playlists. If anybody wants to do that, you can simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Samsog's Trains and More will bring you a lot of trained videos, as you can imagine, but sprinkled in with a lot of other variety. So there are product reviews, there's unboxing videos, there's a lot of random live streams, and then once a week he'll do a series of videos. They are live streams where you're able to connect with other creators in exactly the same way that we do here in TuberChat. So I hope that you'll join Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. He is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and friend. He's here as a moderator and a member. He shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube, and I hope you'll enjoy the kind of support that comes back from this creator after you connect with them. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel up, and I'll start adding some names. I'm way overdue. My system is a little bit off now because when we restarted the stream, the list is all out of order, because now we've got people who've been here for a while in the second half, and we've got a lot of people who were here for a while in the first half that didn't make it back, for instance. And that's okay. Chris's Clever Craft is here. They happen to be a member, so we'll get them onto the wheel right away. SNC Fam is up on the screen right now. Now, this is a channel I'm still getting to know. They've just been here a couple of times so far. Chris's Clever Craft brings fun with his engagement everywhere he goes as well. It's always a pleasure having him in the chat. Yeah, PLE, Past Life Explorers in the house, says Venom for Life. And I'm so happy to see, you know, you wonder to yourself who's going to be with you a year or two after you start your YouTube channel. And for TuberChat, we're there now. You know, we've been here well over a year and a half, and there's a lot of creators that are brand new. We have brand new creators coming in here every single day, but we also have a lot of creators who've been with us for a long time, and it's great to always have a mix of different creators in the chat. It's always good to see your friends. As we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder for everybody to support each other as much as we all might like. But as long as everybody's supporting each other as much as we all can, everybody will be just fine. So Past Life Explorer is coming up soon, and Prepper for Life, who was Kitty Mom Adventures, is coming up as well. And I think we looked at Glorias Platter, VR Josie. We'll see if you're going to still be here for a little while. Let's talk about SNC Fam. So like I said, this is it's actually not a new channel. This is a channel that was with us for a long time, Life with Sonia. And it's been a little while, but they started coming back into TuberChat, which is great. They've gone through a name change, which is good to see as well. And we see that now they will be posting regular content again, which is good to see. Now, it's pure variety on this channel so far that I've seen lately, but we see that on their banner it says vlogs, mukbangs, and challenges. So you get an idea of what to expect for the most part, but I'm looking forward to what more they'll come up with and catching up with this channel. So I've caught up with one video. I'm just going to take this featured video. I'm going to add this into my Ketchup list as well so that I can check out some more of your content and see exactly what you're up to now. So let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'll add some more names shortly. And then thank you, Popping the Popcorn. Katie is always a very supportive creator. Prepper for Life is coming up. So this was Kitty Mom Adventures, and she has been to TuberChat many, many, many times before. It's been a little while, but has restarted the channel with a new channel name. So we got to look for this channel by spelling it out in full, Prepper for Life. And then YouTube wants to put this popular channel in your, it kind of wants to misspell for you. So on a phone or a desktop, you can use your filters and look specifically for channel. Comes up number 2 for me. Just make sure you're matching that avatar, and we'll get this channel hopefully moving, maybe even up and over the 30 subscribers that they're thinking about right now. Get them rolling on their road to the first 100. Sean the Great Gamer, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Prepper for Life is pure variety. She is a cat lover, of course, so we'll see a little bit of that, I'm sure. But she has been a extremely loyal and dedicated supporter. as well, and she comes from a very tight-knit community of creators, including Froggy Went to Knitting, Sparkle's Hope Chest, and a few others. So we talked about that earlier. So I hope everybody will connect with Prepper for Life and help to get this channel moving a little bit more, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot more from her. She's posting frequently now, and it's good to see you've got a lot of shorts videos flying as well, and I see you're getting a little bit of action on some of those, which is good to see. Have Cheetah Wolf You says, yay, cat lovers. How do you get on the wheel? So it just takes a little bit of time. Diddles Paranormal, thank you for asking. Sorry, I hid the wheel there. That's Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. We'll look at his 3 channels in a second. So this is Bottissimo. It's a robot that goes into the chat. You'll see the logo in the bottom corner there, Bottissimo. But it also keeps track of activity in the chat. So it's not just about how long you're here, but how active you are, how much you're interacting with other creators. When I need names for the wheel, when it gets down to about 5 or 6, I go over to my list and then I add names from that list in some kind of an order, somewhat based on how long you've been here, but also how active everybody's been, right? So we always have creators like Glorias Platter and Facing Reality always towards the top of the list because they interact with everybody so much, right? And after a little while, eventually, the wheel is open to everybody, so if you have the time to stay, we're usually here for 2 to 2.5 hours, then we put up every channel that we can in every live stream. I know not everybody could just stay for 2.5 hours because it's convenient for me to stream at this time, but I do appreciate every moment everybody spends. So, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has actually 3 channels, and I keep saying this today again, but when you think about who's still going to be with your channel a year or 2 after you start, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is one of these people for me who's been there the whole time, because I was introduced to him over 2 years ago, and he's been with me since the beginning of Superchat and long before. So much so, in fact, this creator was so supportive to me personally before Superchat even started that they were the first creator selected out of the Superchat family to be featured on episode number 2 of Superchat, and 320 some odd episodes later, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is still here, still growing his channels. Now he's expanded into a 3rd and still growing the right way. So he will also allow everybody to connect in his live chats the same way that we do here. He's fully monetized, including super chats and memberships available on his channel. He does the featured channels collaboration that I talk about all the time, and he will be willing to swap playlists. So let's look at Kid Wonder's gaming and live stream. And you will see that this is a 2nd channel, getting very close now to 900 for Kid Wonder. And this is where we see a lot of gameplay videos. So it's interesting he's got a Call of Duty in there, but he has typically played this one. I forget if this is Kings of Pool or which pool game this is, or 8-Ball Pool. I think 8-Ball Pool is the popular one, and then there's one called Kings of Pool from Yukon Games, which is actually a Toronto company that's very similar that I have played many times before. And then we'll look at the Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder. I'm always happy to see creators break into separate channels when it's appropriate. And we'll see what he's got going on his 3rd channel now. And 45 subscribers here, so he's just barely started. You can see he's just put up a few videos so far. Hopefully he'll continue consistently with this channel. I'm sure he will. He's got a lot of experience, like I showed you, over 3,000 subscribers on his main channel. And hopefully everybody will support Kid Wonder on all 3. We'd love to get this channel up to about halfway to the first 100, and he only needs a few subscribers for that. So let me see what I could do about adding another couple of names to the wheel. I should refresh my list in a second. DPs Wonderful World. Let's see if you're still here. I think so. And I will add possibly, let's see, if Food by Faith is here. I think so. Today's a little bit weird because we had a very, very busy day. I mean, Superchat's busy every day, for which I'm thankful, but today was quite busy, and we lost the stream earlier just due to a power outage, so we had to restart. So the wheel gets, the list for the wheel gets a little bit off because the list changes. So we'll look at Chris's Clever Craft right now, and I'll refresh a couple of windows and see if I can sort that out a little bit better. Chris's Clever Craft brings fun with his engagement always here in Superchat. This is a creator who's brought a lot of fun into our chat, is also extremely supportive of other creators, extremely motivating and inspiring to others, always with positivity. Chris's Clever Craft brings a bit of comedy into the chat, but especially motivation and kind of just pushing other creators with positivity, for which I'm grateful. Whenever you engage conversation in a chat, you're doing a great service for any host because it sends engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm. The rest of the pizza yesterday, Chris's Clever Craft, my favorite thing, pizza. I was talking about that the other day. Pizza is probably my favorite food. I'd like to say it's lasagna, but it's probably actually pizza. And but breakfast is my favorite meal. So at any time of the day going out to a restaurant, I will often choose breakfast, whether it be for lunch, for dinner, or at 4 in the morning. So Chris's Clever Craft has 383 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this creator a little bit farther towards the 400 that he's thinking about. When we first saw this channel, we saw a lot of do-it-yourself videos, and they are sprinkled in among different variety that he's got. We get a great look at some of the things that Chris's Clever Craft does around the home, and he's got a very interesting property to look at. To somebody like me who comes straight from, inside the city to see some of the animals and birds that we might see, like this bird sanctuary video that we joined him for, and a lot of other variety. So it's really interesting, the different kind of content that we see from Chris's Clever Crafts. We get a great look at the creator behind the channel, and I giggle at this, at the look of Chris on this video. But I hope everybody will connect with him, and we'll push him, like I said, a little bit closer to 400. He's also out there supporting other creators regularly as well. So when you're bouncing in between premieres and live streams of different types, you'll likely run into him regularly. So another Canadian is coming up right now, DPs Wonderful World, and we'll see what she's got going on her channel for today, and I'll add a few more names to our wheel. I'll try to get a few going at the same time here, and hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat, meeting new friends and family members. If you've mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow, or if you @mention or add 3 thumbs up to your message, I should see it a little bit easier. I appreciate everybody's patience when I fall behind in the chat. DP's Wonderful World will give us a lot of kind of haul videos. Now, I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, but she's taking us around, and it strikes a chord with me because being a fellow Canadian, I recognize all the different stores that I see in her haul videos here, right? Or shopping videos. So, Walmart we're all familiar with. Dollarama is a big dollar chain in Canada. No Frills is a big chain of grocery stores and things like that. She's got some shorts videos here, and she's getting some activity on some of these as well. You see 1,700 views here, 1,300 here, 1,000 here. Good stuff. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. She happens to be a very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. We don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We know that she has over 500 because she's got her community tab. We always just want to push each other towards whatever milestone we're working on. We know what it's like for all of us to be working on either our first 5 subscribers, 10, 50, 100, 1,000, or even more, and we just want to push each other along as much as we can. So I'm going to see what I can do about adding a couple more names to our wheel. DP's Wonderful World is also somebody who always engages the chat. And then TMI Santiago, thank you so much for the super chat. I will definitely put your channel right up for that. So thank you for that extra support. I do appreciate that. They've actually done that before. Let me get TMI Santiago up here, actually, because they're fairly new to Superchat. And we're just looking at this channel for what I believe is the 2nd or 3rd time. Oh, and then thank you so much, God Soldiers, for the share on Facebook. We have a Facebook group. Anybody can share their videos there. There's a bit of activity in there. Many people are sharing. TMI Santiago is fairly new to Tuber Chat, so I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, but obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter because they've been back several times now. 1,790 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them maybe even up and over the 1,800 that they're thinking about. And I'm just going to look for some more names we can add to our wheel. And I'll see what I can do about that right now. Now, you do not have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. In the case of memberships, we add them to the wheel right away. In the case of super chats, we add them to the screen right away. But it's open to everybody. So as time goes on, I'm going to get pallets, pouts, perfumes, and panning. Onto the wheel, have Cheetah will view, Team Goodman, and I'll add some more names in another moment. Oh, and then thank you, Have Cheetah will view. Yeah, I had to restart the Facebook group because I started it when I started Tuber Chat a year and a half ago, but I started it as a private group for some reason, thinking that that would be a good idea. But you can't change a private group to public after it's made to protect the privacy of the people who joined in the first place, of course. And then, so I had to restart it. So I just started a few months ago. We've got almost 100 people on there now, but there's, I think, an average of 3 posts a day, something like that. So it's building, but you definitely have people who are very aggressive about sharing and active on Facebook. And we do see a few creators who share for others, and I'm always happy to see that. So it might be a place where you can trade favors with others if you are the kind of person who enjoys sharing other people's videos. So there's that. There's the subreddit as well. Everybody can post their videos there. And I have heard that gaming channels get a significant amount of traffic from that. Now, what significant is, we'll have to see. But, you know, if you're on your own premiere or live stream and even one channel comes in and says, hey, I found you from Reddit, you're going to notice, right? We all will. And so it can be a great thing, and if you get more than that, that's fantastic too. But I wonder, now we've got well over 200 people in the subreddit, so you'll likely get some traffic coming in over there. We've got lots of creators, like Jack Dawson shares every stream over there, and there's lots of other creators who share for others. It's the one I use the most because it's so fast to share, and people love when you share their videos, of course, right? And then, yeah, we all see you, Gingy457. I know you've been here for a little while. I'm trying to move through channels a little bit faster so we could get lots more on the wheel as well. But Gingy457's been there for a while. So at some point in the near future, I shouldn't say anything until I actually get it done, but I intend on making videos soon that will talk about how to do a lot of the things. Specific, very clear, concise how-to videos for a lot of the things that can help our videos and channels. One of those things will be social media tutorials. So I've done a couple on my personal channel in the past. My Twitter video actually is not doing too bad. I still get traffic on that. How to share your YouTube videos on Twitter. I showed 3 different ways, and then how I share videos on Instagram. It's getting a little bit older now because things have changed, but it's still useful. But I hope to do some more updated videos that can help everybody with that, so you can get some more traffic for your videos. And we'll talk about how to set up channels and banners and front pages and featured channels and analytics and all that good stuff. So Have Cheetah will view's been a friend to me for a long time. He supports on all of my channels, and has even hung out with me. I like telling this story, but he's even hung out with me for an hour watching a sunset while I was doing one of those live streams. And, you know, you notice those kind of things when people are supporting you that much, you know, when you're doing something that isn't the most active, let's say, when you talk about the different kinds of live streams we can do and things like that, but still are willing to hang out with you. This is where you get to know people by having more conversation in the chat and stuff like that. Have Cheetah Will View does a lot of focusing on other creators. So he does a lot of interviews. He's interviewed hundreds of people, both on and off of YouTube. And I've been honored to have been a part of that series. Now, he puts a lot of consideration and thought into his interviews. So when I personally was interviewed, it was a very different thing than you usually see me do. For those of you who have seen me on other channels, forgive me, I typically talk about YouTube, right? Technical details, tips, tricks, and things like that. But this was more of a behind the scenes, what have I done in the last 25 years that led us to YouTube now? Why am I here? Why are we doing the things we're doing? And what is the story with Superchat? So for that, I'm very grateful. And I hope you'll go back and watch that. That video, I think, has now almost 600 views just for that interview. And he's got a lot more there. And then actually a couple weeks ago, I co-hosted while we together interviewed a mutual friend, another Canadian, who was Huntophobia, whom with I've been out on a couple of paranormal investigations, as a matter of fact. And that is a perfect segue, because when we talk about paranormal investigations, it's ironic, but Past Life Explorer has now been chosen from the Wheel of Doom. And this is the creator who I think I can look back and say single-handedly introduced me and us to the paranormal genre. And we have a lot of friends that have come through Past Life Explorer and their community that are still here with us today. And we still continue to meet more people, as a matter of fact. So Channy's Unexplainable Adventures has made frequent appearances here as well. We've seen Adventures with Nubs, Exploring with Fluffy, and some other channels that we've seen come through Past Life Explorer. Now, they've done a lot of live streaming in the past, and I've been able to catch them many times for engaging conversations. And they do, of course, paranormal investigations. And let me see that I don't fall too far behind. I know I cut this video, but let's get this latest one. I'm just going to add this into my Ketchup list so that I can stay caught up, because Past Life Explorer was here from, it's well over a year ago now. They were previously featured, of course. We feature channels almost every day on TuberChat, and then as well has started making frequent appearances recently again. So fully monetized, lots of ways to support him when you get there, including super chats and memberships, and well over 1,500 subscribers, now approaching 1,600. So I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. And then, yeah, I noticed Have Cheetah Will View. I looked again the other day for the video. I was just curious where it had climbed to. You don't know Channy, yeah. Channy's Unexplainable Adventures. You'll see on a lot of Past Life Explorer videos now, and then Past Life Explorer on theirs as well, which I didn't know before. So I don't know. You know, I'm curious to know, but I hadn't realized that before the last few weeks here. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and then I will get some more names onto the wheel. Thank you, Have Cheetah Will View. Food by Faith is coming up right now. They have been here for quite a while today. They actually made it in, I think, from the first half of the stream before we lost it too. So Food by Faith, we're looking at for the first time on the screen. So hopefully everybody will give this channel a warm welcome. And we will push them over the 170 subscribers they have right now, maybe a little bit closer to the 200 they must be thinking about. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take this 10-minute video here. I'm going to add this into my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, which I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Paprika ASMR is on the wheel now. Poly 180 Animation Studios. Yeah, forgive me for it taking so long today, Poly 180. My when we lost the stream, it kind of sets my wheel into a frenzy because there was people like yourself who were here for so long in the first half. It also depends on how active everybody is. So the one unfair thing that actually happens with the wheel is the fact that some people are on a phone and going out and coming back in, which is what we're supposed to be doing. That's how you grow your channel. That's what we're here for. But because of that, if somebody's on a computer and able just to stay the whole time, they get the benefit of not having to leave and might be a little higher on the wheel. But Polly 180 Animation Studios is on there now. Cali King 916, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I'm just looking at what I can do about adding another couple of names before I spin the wheel. Maybe what I'll do is I'll spin right now. We'll get another channel up here, and then I will add Gingy457 can get onto the wheel now. It's been a long time for them, and I think they were here for the first half as well. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is coming up. So this is a fairly new channel for Tuber Chat. They've just been here a few times. We didn't get to look at it the last time they were here, but let's see what she's got going on for us. We don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them a little bit farther towards the next milestone that they're looking towards. And we all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. I am going to look at this video as well. I'm just going to take a video because you're collaborating here, it looks like, right? I'm going to take this video and add it into my Ketchup list so that I can catch up with your channel a little bit and get to know some of your content a little bit better. And like I said, we just want to push this channel towards its next milestone. It's good to see that you're experimenting with shorts videos as well. And I think we have a beauty channel here more than anything else, right? So I don't want to ever, describe channels and kind of pigeonhole them into a genre when there's much more to it than that. But we'll talk about what we see so far. And every time you're here, this is the reason I like putting channels on the screen, is because over time I get to know the channels and hopefully eventually the creators behind the channels as well, and do a better job of promoting you. Faye Blatcher is in the house. She was part of the raid party earlier today that I was talking about with spotlesscom. I've got you on the wheel. Charlene Heel's back in the house. I don't think we looked at her channel today. Was on the wheel earlier. And Emotion, the talented singer and songwriter, is here with his official music channel. So let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'm looking forward to getting to know Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning even better. And Princess Beyond Passions is coming up right now. So Princess Beyond Passions was also part of the raid party that went on earlier today, hosted by spotlesscom and involving a few creators, including Mrs. VSNC09 and Modest Moon Gazer and Faye Blatcher. And I'm happy to see creators collaborating in that way, because what they did is line up a bunch of premieres. Here it is from 5 hours ago. And live streams and premieres, they line them up one after the other, and then everybody just raids from one to the next, so everybody gets to share their audience, which is really, really cool. Pardon me just for a second. I'll be right back. All right, pardon me for that. Princess Beyond Passions is fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when you get there. She's been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat and is unbelievably supportive. So first of all, she's out supporting other creators all the time anyway. When you're bouncing in between premieres and live streams, you'll likely run into her engaging conversation, supporting creators in their live streams and premieres. But she's one of the very first creators to use the copyright-free music that we have in our other channel in one of her videos, for which I'm grateful as well. So she's got 1,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,800 that she's thinking about. And as you can see, more than anything else, it seems to be pure variety on this channel. So I hope you'll enjoy that as well. And let's see what is going on with Charlene Heel. She is a powerhouse of energy and positivity and motivation. She spreads that around everywhere that she goes, both here in Tuber Chat, engaging conversation, and as well in other premieres and live streams when I run into her regularly, every single day. As a matter of fact, finding happiness in all you do. Thank you for coming in. That's a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. It's good to have you back in the chat. And Charlene Heel now has 502 subscribers. So she's just scraping along that 500 mark. I'm hoping we can get her a few extra subscribers right now so that she'll get that locked in and get that community tab happening within a few days. Charlene Heal, like I said, is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, and motivation. She spreads it both on her channel, in her content, and everywhere that she goes as well. She's constantly motivating and inspiring with positivity, and I hope you'll enjoy that from her. And I'm going to show you her second channel as well, Business, Services, and Opportunities. For some reason, myself personally, I find it easier to remember the names that are longer and less common than the ones that are shorter and more popular. But Business, Services, and Opportunities is the second channel from Charlene Heal, so she's likely going to inspire and motivate us on this channel as well. And hopefully everybody will support her here. With 15 subscribers, we'd love to push her a little bit farther and get her rolling towards the 20 that we know she's thinking about right now, and get her moving on that road to the first 100. So I'm going to start moving much faster through channels, because except for our little break due to our power outage, we've actually been on for about 2 hours now. So I'm going to start stepping it up. We'll get to Poly 180 Animation Studios, which is probably right in time, because they were actually here from the beginning, but had said they might not be able to be here much longer, but that's okay. You can imagine the kind of work that goes into videos when we talk about animations, the way that they're doing in a lot of these things. So it's interesting to see this, and they put interesting music behind their visuals as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy this channel. Oh, they've got a different type of thing here. This is just a trailer. Okay, I'm going to take your latest video and just add it into my Ketchup list to stay caught up here. You can see that they're doing the featured channels collaboration with some familiar faces there. That Blue Moon, Ace Flaw 1, and of course the legendary Scratch and PPA. So 131 subscribers for Poly 180 Animation Studios. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They've been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat now, and they come into Tuber Chat frequently and always engage conversation when they're here. So I hope you'll enjoy that kind of support coming back to you when you connect with them. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now we're about to look at Emotion New Soul. So the channel name is Emotion, and it is an official music channel for this talented singer and songwriter. But when we look for their channel, whether we're on a phone or a desktop, the best idea is to type in this full sentence here, Emotion New Soul. And that helps bring up this creator. Because their name is so unbelievably popular, they just struggle with the search results for now. But over time, as hundreds of creators search, find, and click on them, they will rise up the search results, and eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we are looking for this particular emotion. So you can see it's an official music channel here with the little music note on the side like we saw earlier from Intro to Mills Entertainment. And what Emotion brings us here is their original works, sometimes in the form of music videos, sometimes in the form of compilations, both in premieres or live streams. I'm just taking your latest walk through the neighborhood video because that's a very different thing to see for Emotion. And he's experimented with, reaction videos as well. So his channel is growing rapidly with 2,140 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. And he's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when you get there. And then as well, we will look at his second channel here. Writing with Emotion New Soul is where we get a behind-the-scenes look at the writing process used by Emotion in the creation of their original works. And they've done some experimenting with different kinds of videos here as well, where we've got some reactions. And some of those have really like flown crazy. And then as well, an interesting Thanksgiving stream he gave us here so that we could enjoy that. And Writing with Emotion New Soul has a bit of variety here. But again, this talented singer and songwriter has given us a behind-the-scenes look both at themselves and what they're doing with the creation of their original work. So 399 subscribers. I'm hoping we can get Writing with Emotion New Soul up and over the 400 that they're thinking about. I'll spin the wheel right now. We'll get another channel up, and then I'll add another couple of names to the wheel. Mr. Bubbles, thank you so much for the time that you spent. I'm sorry we didn't get to your channel today, but hopefully the next time you can be here a little while longer, and we will look forward to looking at it. But I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know that today was extremely busy, and for that I'm very grateful. This is Team Goodman. And this is a dynamic couple of creators, and they are unbelievably supportive. You can see right away, the first thing that we see on their front page is a featured video here, where they are giving some recognition for some creators who likely have supported them. And then it's pure variety on this channel. So this is a couple of creators. Sometimes they take us on their travels. Sometimes we get to see them in their home life. And they are unbelievably supportive. They will always say here in the chat, they're here till the end. And I always appreciate every moment they can spend. But you see from their banner as well, they talk about travel, leisure, family, cooking, vlogs. Lots of different variety there. I think you said you were in Illinois. Forgive me for being mistaken if I didn't already know that, Team Goodman, but I thought I saw earlier in the chat today you were saying that. Gail Southern Living is in the house, an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter with 2 channels. We'll likely look at both of those soon, and let me see what I can do about adding a couple of names onto our wheel right now. We've been on for well over 2 hours. Being me, Jane, good to see you back in the house. Sorry for not welcoming you a few minutes ago. I saw you come in. Oh my goodness. If you hit one wrong key on your keyboard, you can send your browser into a frenzy. Cali King 916, Be the Difference Clothing. Mr. Bubbles, just let me know if you do have a few extra minutes to stay, because I'll put you on the wheel if you can stay. Finding happiness in all you do. And I'll add a couple names in another moment here. I think we're just about getting caught up. So I'm going to start really rifling through channels, because we've been on well over 2 hours now. And Be the Difference Clothing is coming up right now. So this is a very much loved and well-respected creator in both the small YouTuber community and here in Tuber Chat. Soulstar Sketching, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Be the Difference Clothing is an unbelievable supporter. So when you're out visiting different channels through the Tuber Chat family, you will likely run into Be the Difference Clothing. And then she's an unbelievably dynamic host as well. This is a creator with extreme confidence on camera, and that comes across immediately as soon as you see her in her videos. So she also will give you a look. Now I'm behind with the channel, so I'm just going to take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my Ketchup list, just a playlist I made to catch up with creators. She will give it, so there's some fitness videos here. I've seen some of these actually streamed as well. You can see the confidence in this creator talking like this, but she's obviously got some inspiration for us in these couple of videos. And then as well, she will show us her clothing, and she will sometimes stream while she's working on orders and things like that, which is really cool. Fully monetized, lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships. Defrauding Charlatans, good to see you here, Mr. Bubbles. I'll get you right onto the wheel right now. And let's spin the wheel. We don't have a sub count on Be the Difference Clothing, but that's okay. We know they're well over 1,000 because they're fully monetized, right? So Cali King 916 is coming up. This is a creator who came into the Tuber Chat community just a couple of months ago, and right away was just hammering everybody with all kinds of support. And I'm so inspired to see that, because as Tuber Chat continues to grow, for which I'm very grateful, and thank you everybody for the time that you spend. But, you know, we have new creators coming into Tuber Chat every single day, just a few, But in every live stream, it's interesting to know that we have about at least 5% of the creators that come through the chat are brand new here for the first time. Not all stay forever, but we do have new creators coming in. But Cali King 916 came in, and it was like the next day I saw them out in everybody's channel that they'd met the day before, right away, engaging conversation in chat. And it's just wonderful to see that kind of support still coming out of a creator right from the start. With 249 subscribers now, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to the 300 they're thinking about. They're almost halfway there. What Cali King 916 gives us is a real world look at Sacramento, California. So a lot of the videos that they've shown us so far are these bike nights. I'm just going to take another one because I know it's been a couple months since you've put another video out. I'm just going to take one of your latest ones here. I'm going to add this into my Ketchup list here. These bike night videos are something that a lot of us will have seen. Those of us in major cities or close to major cities will have seen these kind of things, and you get a lot more than bikes there. Of course, there's other done up vehicles and stuff, but because he's live streaming, or because he's giving us a look by walking around, he's giving us a real world look. Forgive me, they're not live streams, but giving us a real world look at what's happening, giving us an idea of what it's like to be there. We've seen these things before, most of us in our different areas around the world, but this is a look at what things are like in Sacramento, California. It's really cool. I'm interested to see that. I've never been over there or anywhere close, as a matter of fact, so I'm interested to see this. And Cali King 916 is an unbelievably supportive creator. Ace Flaw 1 is in the house. That's another creator who's been with us since the very beginning. Andy has been with me for about 2 years, since before Tuber Chat even started, as a matter of fact. Faye Blatcher's coming up. We talked about this channel for a quick second earlier because she was part of the raid train that went on, organized by spotlesscom. You can reach out to her for that. Faye Blatcher was a part of that. I think she was the last channel in the series today. And this video was part of it, forgive me, 5 hours ago. What they did was have a bunch of creators with both streams. Started with a stream for Mrs. VSNC09, then went into a bunch of premieres for Modest Moongazer, spotlesscom, Faye Blatcher, I forget everybody who was there today. Princess Beyond Passions, I think, was in it. And it's growing. So anybody that wants to be involved in that next Saturday can reach out to spotlesscom. But it's a really cool way to share audiences because everybody's promoting together. So it starts off, really hot, and the crowd moves from one chat into the next, Everybody gets some great views and interactivity in their premieres or streams. So 2,380 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push this creator a little bit closer to the 2,400 that she's thinking about. Faye Blatcher is also an extremely supportive creator. So when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams supporting others myself, I run into Faye Blatcher regularly, and what I notice is not just that she's out there supporting, but also engaging conversation. And when you do that, you are really doing a great service for any host because it sends engagement signals into the algorithm and gives that host a better chance of their content being pushed out by YouTube, because YouTube is always looking, this is their exact words, they are looking to satisfy their users with the content, right? So when a viewer comes to YouTube to watch something, anything at all, what they're looking for is something that will satisfy what that viewer is looking for. That's the word they use. And when you have so much engagement, obviously you've got a lot of people who are satisfied with the content, and so much more because they're becoming a part of the content by engaging. So Faye Blatcher is a very supportive creator. I'm hoping you'll connect with her and enjoy that kind of support coming back to you as well. Let's look at Paprika ASMR. It's been a little while, but it's good to see you here in the chat. Let me just double check and make sure we got the right channel there. We'll match the avatar. Yes, this is it. I figured. So 561 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to the 600 that they're thinking about. Now, this is a fairly new channel to Tuber Chat, so I'm still getting to know their content. I'm going to take another one of your videos here, and I'm just going to add this into my Ketchup list, ramen noodles. So that'll be interesting to see. And, ASMR is such a big genre on YouTube. We don't have a lot of ASMR channels here in Tuber Chat. Surprisingly, we did have a few closer to the beginning, but it's interesting to have another one coming in now. So it's great to see that you're getting a little bit of action on some of the shorts videos as well, and I'm looking forward to getting to know some of the content here. So I'm just going to look in our list and see what I can do about adding another couple of channels onto our wheel. I'll get Ace Flaw 1 on here and Defrauding Charlatans, who I noticed was joining the raid train earlier today. Gale Southern Living. And let's spin. It's interesting. Our wind, I guess, has calmed down, but we're supposed to be expecting it to be much more. I forget what the letters stand for. Charlene Heel. If we did a quick Google search, if you have a look, or maybe Paprika will be able to tell you exactly what it stands for, but it has to do with, if I understand this correctly, you know how sometimes like people might scratch their nails on a chalkboard and it sends you into a like complete frenzy, or you know, we all like popping bubble wrap, or the sound of a fire crackling can kind of entice your senses, if you want to put it that way, particularly audible, right? So ASMR is videos where like somebody could be just boiling a pot of water, because the sound of the water is something that people can use to either like just set off a sensory, I don't know how you put that, you know, makes you feel a certain way for a quick second, or like a fire crackling is something that you might want to fall asleep to, or rain falling and things like this, right? So you'll have to look it up to get a better description of what I'm talking about, but I think that's the basics. ComNatural247 is a brand new channel to Tuber Chat. We're looking at them for the first time. They've already got me on the featured channels list, so I'm going to have to return that favor. Just making a note for myself to make sure I get that done. If you feature channels on your front page this way, it's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator, but it sends a great signal to the algorithm, of course, when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. So if you featured Tuber Chat, just please let me know so that I can return the favor. Oh, and there you go. Okay, so Emotion is doing a better job of describing what I'm trying to dance around. But yeah, it's very interesting, and it's a huge popular genre on YouTube as well. So ComNatural247, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video here that is 10 minutes, and I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and that's it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Now, it's interesting to note, this particular week, I have a family obligation on Monday, and I'm not able to stream at all that day. So we're usually here every Monday, but this Monday we will not be. So we'll be back tomorrow, about 3 hours earlier than today, at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then we will be back next Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday again. Mr. Bubbles is here for the first time. Just making sure I got the right channel, but I do. 131 subscribers. So again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm just going to take your latest video here, Tales of Iron Part 10. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. And again, what I'll do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. In the next 24 hours, I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, with the exception only of this week. And Scarlet Andy, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Finding happiness is all you do. Or sorry, finding happiness in all you do is on the wheel now, and or on the screen now. And then as well, I see that Sharon Miranda I've added to the wheel. So if there's anybody in the house that hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all, and I will make sure we get you added right away. Makeup Mom and Son is back in the house. Forgive me, I'm not sure how long you've been here. I might have missed over that. Makeup Mom and Son was here in the first half, but I don't think we looked at her channel today. Finding happiness in all you do, still after all this time, has Tuber Chat on their featured channels. Of course, we have them in our collection as well, along with Joy Blessed Life, another friend of Tuber Chat. 1,260 subscribers. Finding happiness in all you do is a long-time friend of Tuber Chat, actually. I'm behind with your channel, so I'm just going to take this pumpkin or sweet potato pie alternative video, and I'm going to add this into my ketchup list. This will allow me to get caught up with your channel and see what you've been up to lately. I see you've changed your banner and everything since you've been here before, but I think the avatar is still the same. And oh, Soul Star Sketching. Oh, did I miss something that you said? Or no, I see you saying anything at all. Oh, yes. Okay, Soul Star Sketching. Taking me literally there. I literally said, if you say anything at all, I will make sure I get you onto the wheel. So there you go. Soul Star Sketching is on the wheel now. And finding happiness in all you do, like I said, has been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat, previously featured channel, of course. So with 1,260 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 that they're thinking about. Thank you for that comic relief, Soul Star Sketching. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Sharon Miranda is coming up right now. Yes, absolutely. Let's see what Sharon Miranda's got going on for us. I think this is the first time. I thought it was the first time we were looking at that channel, but we have looked at it before. And let's see what is going on this channel right now. 570 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. And I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, but we see a lot of positivity in their banner. Self-improvement, spirituality, travel, personal development, health and well-being, among other things. So a lot of variety here, but it looks like we're going to find some inspiration and positivity. So I hope everybody will support this creator and look forward to that. And like I said, 570 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to the 600 that they're thinking about. So forgive me, I'm really going to start flying through channels now because we've been on literally almost for 2.5 hours. So I'm going to move it so that we can get through as many channels as possible in the next 10 minutes or so. We'll spin and we will get to Defrauding Charlatans. I was happy to see them earlier. They were supporting the creators in the raid train that we were talking about. Defrauding Charlatans. Let's see what you got going on your channel. I'm still getting to know their content too. Lolo Slots. I'm going to put you onto our wheel now. They were with us earlier. And we'll see here, Defrauding Charlatans has 65 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, to maybe even up and over the 70 that they're thinking about. Herman the Great, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Oh, Modest Moon Gazer came in too. Yeah, we were talking about you a little bit earlier because you were part of the raid party that was going on earlier that I keep talking about. And they do that every Saturday, as a matter of fact. So Defrauding Charlatans is a supportive channel, not just here in Tuber Chat. Like I said, they were following the raid train earlier today. I was happy to see that. I think they were a moderator on Mrs. VSNC09, if I remember correctly. And I was happy to see that as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with this supportive creator. I'm still getting to know their content as well, but they've been here in Tuber Chat many times now. So obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. Lolo Slots is coming up right now. And I think they were with us for the first half of the live stream before we lost it due to a quick power outage. But we've been able to hold it together for the rest of this time, which is interesting. So Lolo Slots is somebody who I'm still getting to know as well. They've only been to Superchat a few times. Good to see you've got some shorts videos and getting some activity there as well. I'm hoping one of these days, my intention this winter is to get back into app development, which I was doing a couple of years ago, and I really want to get back into it. One of the things I'd like to do is make a slot game. Whether I'll actually do it or not, we'll see. It depends on what I can get together in the next few months. But I'm interested to see what you've got going on here. 1,650 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,700 that they're thinking about. And it's interesting to see all the different slot games that you've got going on here as well. I'm always curious how these things work. Just because, like I said, I want to be on the other side of the fence of that and actually have one to come out with. I'll see if I can get that done anytime in the near future. But Lolo Slots has been back several times. I'm hoping everybody will connect with them. Dark Knight, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I'm just going to put up Gail Southern Living right now. She's actually got 2 channels. We'll look at both of those in a moment. And with 1,520 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,600 that she'll soon be thinking about. She's fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships. And I'll show you her second channel actually in a couple of moments here. But Gail Southern Living is unbelievably supportive to other creators. And we hear that actually from others as well, particularly when we talk about her Coupon Gail channel where she's trying to help us save some money. She's fully monetized here, so there's lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships, and we see a lot of featured channels front and center on her homepage. When we look at her content, we'll see a variety of different videos here. I can't believe how far behind I am. You're posting so frequently, my goodness. I'm just going to take your latest friend mail video, part of your Vlogmas series here, and I'm going to add this into my Ketchup list so I can get caught up with your channel and see what you've been up to, especially with Vlogmas. I'm happy to see creators going through that. It's quite an undertaking, actually, when you see people doing that. And let's look at her second channel here, Coupon Gail, where we are going to save some money in different ways. I'll get some more names onto the wheel in a quick second here. So 513 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Garden State Gardener has a couple of different times come in and said that if you want to save $1,000, then follow Coupon Gail because she'll help you get there. CJ Brown 824, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not being certain. I think you've been here before, but forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Hopefully you're feeling welcome and ready to meet some new friends and family members. Thank you, Prepper for Life. Herman the Great, let me get you onto the wheel. And I'll spin. I got to really start rifling through channels because now we literally are at 2.5 hours. I want to get everybody up. Soulstar Sketching, keeping me on my toes for today. And we'll see what they've got going on their channel. Over 2,000 subscribers, so we've got 2,160 subscribers. Do you have 2 channels, Soulstar Sketching? Did I not catch that earlier? I have a feeling you have a second channel now that you've been coming in with. And forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Oh, just the one. Okay, my mistake. Your content looks a little bit similar to something else. Interesting that you've got a Squid Game. Okay, so Squid Game art stream. I understand. I've seen a few of these thumbnails from different creators, so it inspired Kristen and I to watch the first episode of Squid Game on Netflix. When we saw it, I said, I got to see what this is. So we watched it. I don't think we're going to be watching any more episodes of that. But it's very interesting, and it's crazy how they just exploded on onto the scene. They're in Roblox and Fortnite and everything else by the look of it. So Soulstar Sketchin is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships. I'm just going to look at what you've done in this video because this is art that you're working on. I'll add that into my Ketchup list. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Herman the Great, I'm always doing well. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you are as well. Unbelievably popular, and it just seemed to, for me, it came out of nowhere. We saw it a couple of times in some thumbnails on Superchat, and about a week later we saw it come up on Netflix, and I just had to see what it was. And I just can't believe whoever was behind that operation really just took the world by storm, right? Scarlet Andy is back with 243 subscribers. They've been here many times before. I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, but they have been here, like I said, many times. So definitely a loyal and dedicated supporter. I'm just going to take a, I'm going to see what video I'm going to take here to catch up with you. I'm going to take your latest video, and I'm just going to see what you've got for Christmas plans here. I'm going to take this and add it into my Ketchup list. That's just a playlist that I've made so I can stay caught up with channels and make sure I don't fall too far behind. But it's pure variety on this channel. We see beauty, ASMR, vlogs. We can see some other stuff here in the shorts videos. And I'm glad you're getting some activity there. 3,000 views on this one. Very cool. And she just put out a brand new one, as a matter of fact. So I hope everybody will check that video out. Actually, I don't usually do this, but I'm just going to run it for you anyway while we spin the wheel, because it's just a quick short video. And give you your thumbs up there. We'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel up here. We will look at Modest Moon Gazer. We talked about this channel a little bit earlier because she happened to be a part of the raid train that went on today, organized by spotlesscom. And what these creators did was line up a bunch of live streams and premieres one after the other so that the crowd that was viewing could jump from one into the other. So it was really cool. It's a great way to share audiences. And Modest Moon Gazer, typically on her channel, brings us a lot of abandoned, not only places, but things. More often than not, what I've seen is places. And she does a very considerate and thoughtful job of getting a backstory for the different places that she explores before showing them, and also does a lot of photography. So we see that on Instagram when we follow her, but as well she puts a slideshow in every video as well, so that we get an even better look at some of the stuff that she's exploring. So she's over 200 subscribers now, I believe. I forget the actual number. I don't think I've asked you in the last few days, but hopefully we can push Modest Moon Gazer a little bit closer on the road towards 300 now. The Anthony's Family Show, good to see you here. And Scarlet Andy, yeah, usually I don't play videos, but just because we were hopping out quickly there, I thought we'd run it for you. I just wanted to give you the thumbs up because I see that you just put that one out. Let's look at Ace Flaw 1. This is Andy. This is a creator who's been with me from the very beginning, since before Superchat even started. CJ Brown 824, we've got your channel on the wheel now. And Herman the Great, we're going to put your channel up next. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that super chat. For that reason, we'll make it the next one that we look at. But I definitely appreciate that extra support. So if there's anybody in the chat that hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all. I'll put you into the wheel right this second. And right now we're looking at Ace Flaw 1 with almost 3,500 subscribers. So this is a creator I've been connected to for about 2 years. Unbelievably supportive, both on all of my channels, as a matter of fact. But right from the beginning of Superchat has been here and with me for the Playlist Buddies experiments I was doing on my personal channel while we were getting ready for Superchat before we even live streamed. So I hope everybody will connect with them. Obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter, and has been a dear friend to Superchat for a long, long time. So next we're going to look at Herman the Great. And forgive me, everybody, because I know I'm really rifling through channels now, but it's just because we've been on for so long today. Herman the Great just dropped a super chat on us. Thank you for that extra support. I really do appreciate that. I'm still getting to know this creator, and there is a lot of different stuff here. I've seen, when I've looked at the channel, I see a lot of variety. And I'm just going to take, I'm deciding what to take to catch up with you here. I think I'm just going to take your latest solo karaoke video and add this into my catch up list so I can catch up with your channel and get to know your content a little bit better. And obviously doing StreamYard panels now, which is really, really cool. So it's great to see a mix of videos and live streams. And there's a dancing video, but it doesn't want to preview. Not every video previews when you run the mouse over it. I don't know why that is. For the life of me, I still can't figure out how to figure out which ones are going to do it and which ones aren't. But it looks like they're always having a good time on their channel. I'm getting to know their content. Hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. 256 subscribers. Right now, we'd love to push them a little bit closer to 300. And obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Oh, and then just hired a manager to remodel your channel. Very cool. Hedgehog's Homestead, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. We're going to look at CJ Brown 824. I can't remember for the life of me whether we looked at this channel on the screen before. No, this is the first time we're looking at this channel. So CJ Brown 824, I'm looking forward to getting to know what you've got on your channel. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes. If you have something, I'll take this 19-minute video and I'll add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Hedgehog's Homestead is coming up right now. Thank you for coming in. I just put you right onto the wheel as soon as I saw you come in. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. We lost them all when we restarted the stream today, of course, for the second half. So I'll appreciate it that much more. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. 504 Pitbull Kennels, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Hedgehog's Homestead has 503 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We'd love to get them up and over the 500, get that really locked in, and see that community tab pop up in a few days. It's pure variety on this channel so far, but I am still getting to know their content, so I'm just going to take your cinnamon rolls video here, and I'm going to add this into my Ketchup list so I can catch up with your content a little bit, start to get to know the channel a little bit better, and every time you're here, hopefully I'll promote your channel a little bit better than I did the day before. So we'll spin the wheel, we'll get another channel coming up. Modest Moongazer likes the banner that you've got going on. A beady little eye staring at us all. And Makeup Mom and Son is coming up right now. She has been a dear friend for a very long time. She shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. She is here both as a moderator and a gold member, as a matter of fact. So we've seen her link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Makeup Mom and Son does variety on her channel, both in videos and live streams. Sometimes Get Ready With Me, sometimes unboxings, product reviews, random live streams, collaborating with other creators. She hops in on other people's live streams as well. And right now she's doing Vlogmas. First of all, I'm going to take your latest Vlogmas video because I don't want to miss too many of these. And then as well, she does a series of interview videos. So Hilda DC is up very soon, next Saturday. And I've been honored to have been a part of that. She does a very considerate and thoughtful job in interviewing different creators. Some you recognize from Superchat, some you'll be introduced to for the first time. She will always allow and encourage everybody to connect in her live streams the same way that we do here. And then as well, she's willing to swap playlists with other creators. She is getting very close to monetization. So we'd love to push her a little bit closer to the 1,000. She's on that road right now and getting very close. So we'd love to get her a little bit closer. So if anybody hasn't already connected with her, I hope that you will. I'm going to put 504 Pitbull Kennels onto our wheel. We'll look at that channel for the first time soon. I'm just going to spin the wheel. If there's anybody in the house that is still listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all in the chat and I will add you right away. And we will start thinking about winding things down. 504 Pitbull Kennels is coming up right now. We're looking at this channel for the first time. They've already got 3,500 subscribers, close to 3,600 as a matter of fact, which is interesting to see. And I see that you've got some shorts videos. It's good to see you're getting some action on those as well. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos here. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So I'm going to drop a link into the chat. We will go over and visit Call Me Ender. I just put a link. I said raid next, and I'm going to pin that. And I'll drop it another couple of times. We're going to look at Gingy457 now. That'll be the last channel that we look at today. And save the best for last, Gingy457. 36 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 40 that they'll be thinking about right now, a little closer on their road to the first 100. I'm always happy to see Grand Theft Auto footage, so I'm going to take your video and add it into my Ketchup list. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the way out. Give Call Me Ender a thumbs up on the way in. We'll be able to continue connecting over there. He'll be doing a video game live stream. As a matter of fact, I think he's playing Dead by Daylight right now, so you get a chance to see that unbelievably popular game if you haven't already seen it before. Call Me Ender happens to be a very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. He'll allow everybody to connect in his streams as well. We will not be here on Monday, but we are back tomorrow, 3 hours earlier than today at 1 p.m. Eastern. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you with Call Me Ender right now, and then we'll see everybody again tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.